I'm looking at Matthew 22, verse 39. It's talking about the second greatest commandment. Of course, the first is love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and so on. And then the second one, which is my focus today, is love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know, for the longest time, I had been looking at this only in one way until I realized this thing is a double-edged sword, actually, because it actually says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So the command here that is implicit is the standard for loving your neighbor is how you love yourself. That is what is being implied. Like, you love yourself first, and then the standard by which you love yourself is the one you use to love others. And this means that if you're too selfish, then you're going to be too demanding to your friends, and it's going to be detrimental to you. At the end of the day, it's going to be detrimental to you. And if your standards of loving yourself are too low, then it means you're going to be taken advantage of every single time, even by the best person with the best intentions. Once they realize how you treat yourself, that's exactly how they're going to treat you. Very few people will treat you better than you treat yourself. It takes a person who is awakened by the Spirit of God and who uses the spiritual eye to not only see a man for who he is right now, but to see a man for who a man can be. Because that is exactly how God sees us. You know, God does not see you as who you are right now. He sees you as the best version of who you can be. Like, what the abilities that he has put in you, he sees you like you have already accomplished them and mastered them, and you're sitting at the top of your potential right there. That is how God sees you. That's why God calls Gideon a mighty warrior, while Gideon is hiding, running away from battle. Yet to God, he's a mighty warrior. That is why God calls David a man after his own heart. Yes, yet David was an adulterer. You know, David was a murderer. He was a brutal killer. You know, yet God calls him a man after his own heart, because he sees you for what he meant you to be, for you having developed and accomplished your purpose fully. That is how God sees you. But most of the people, we have to work with what they see, you know, and what they see is what you see, you know. If I look at myself and I see an able person, a person who can conquer, you know, a person who can be able to give orders, a person who can be able to bring something into existence, a creator. If that is how I see myself, then I carry myself different. I talk about myself different. You're not gonna put me down and then I'm gonna just entertain you or laugh at it. You know, that is going to offend me, because that is repelling with the person, with the being inside of me. You know, but if I see myself as a nobody, you know, it's gonna reflect even in how I carry myself, the things that I accept from people. You know, the treatment that I accept and the treatment that I reject is seen based on how I think about myself, you know. And if you love and appreciate yourself enough, you find yourself, people respond to that and they treat you the same, you know. Excuse me. So people treat you how you treat yourself. If you love yourself and you treat yourself well, definitely you're gonna get the love back, you know. And the people who do not, you're not gonna get it from everyone. Don't let's not get it twisted there. You're not gonna get it from everyone. But anybody who you come across and they see the standard that you have set for yourself, they either are attracted to you or they are repelled from you. So that is why we shouldn't force friendships. If we see the friendships are not working, just leave them. We do not have to be friends all the time. You don't have to suck up to people just to be friends with them. You don't have to pay people for their company. You know, you don't have to compromise on your principles so low so that people do not leave your life. You know, just accept it. Accept that they do not accept you, you know, and be good with it. Don't hate them. Don't be trying to begrudge them, or trying to just accept them and love them at that distance that they have put between the two of you, because you have set the standard for yourself, and there's no way you're going to 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 bring it down, you know. And I see so many people trying to get friends, trying to girls trying to sleep with men so that they can get their approval, men trying to spend more than they can just to prove to women that they are something that they are not, and if you see people who live like that, it's people who are needy, and that neediness probably comes from childhood. You didn't feel loved enough, you didn't feel appreciated enough, and so you keep looking for that validation and appreciation from friends, from this man, from this woman, from this one. And trust me, once somebody sees that weakness in you, unless they have been redeemed by the Spirit of God, unless they are people who have a good relationship with God, they will exploit it. Trust me, whether they are good people or bad people, they are going to exploit it. So it is up to us to set the standard that we want to be treated by others. Treat yourself how you would like to be treated. Not only how you would like to be treated by others, but also how you would like to be treated. Carry yourself in a good way, in a balanced way. You don't need to be too selfish, because now when you become too selfish now, the only type of friends that you attract are the friends who you can manipulate. And people act like you're manipulating them until they get what they want. They're gonna give, if you're the kind of person who needs praises, who needs to be pampered all the time, they're gonna pamper you and treat you like that until they get what they want, until they get what they need. And after that, you're gone. They forget about you. But genuine friendships, genuine relationships are built on genuineness, honesty. If you have wronged me here, I tell you, you listen. You say, you give me your reasons. We have a conversation, you know. But there are so many people I know out there who cannot take criticism from anyone. There are so many people out there who only know how to take put downs. Like if someone is complimenting you, you get angry. You think they're making fun of you. Yet they're actually giving you a compliment. But it's because of how much you hate yourself, how much you don't love and appreciate yourself, that makes you see a compliment as somebody trying to make fun of you or somebody trying to mock you. So I would like to tell you today to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love yourself first. Appreciate yourself first. And then, definitely, you will get it from the outside. The vibration that you have put inside of, the words that you tell yourself from the inside are the ones that come on the outside. Empower yourself with spiritual words and empower yourself with words from the Bible, words of life from the Bible. And when that happens, you find that the seeds that you plant inside of you, the seeds that you plant are seeds of life, and you will keep reproducing life. You will keep speaking life. You will keep speaking life to others, and that's the life that is going to manifest in you as well, as opposed to just always putting yourself down. So don't wait to be loved. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. In Jesus' name, God bless.